that at least, and the plant. Get themselves into this post plant, but Talon want to be trying to play this incredibly fast, just running straight into the smokes and taking these duels and fights on equal footing. The pistols at play, just trying to play one after the other, and it's Crws claiming 4.
With his attack sites, they can be pretty slow.
Deep push into mid for information. There's no punish there onto Crws. A little bit awkward in terms of the fight that he was taking. Luckily there is coverage. JitboyS was watching for it.
And this is suddenly so dangerous, Brent.
Yeah, this is a 3v2 now on a round that really there was such a huge gulf in terms of the weapon advantage. Talon should not have let this drop, but now they're left scrambling, wondering where are these players, where could they have lurked into? Stun, Boombots dealt with in just a moment. It's a good double swing from the Talon players, and another bit of just raw fire. Just coming straight down the one angle. Dodging a flash. murizzz is set up for it. 3 in a round, a Red Bull clutch.
Also get the thought process of BZK. Look how fast this is.
That's absolutely rapid, and garnetS, well, he's not wasting any time. Showstopper pulled out. murizzz ended up just bumping into the wall. A little bit awkward. JTSA has to try and watch the smoke. He knew Crws was there, but an absolute pincer maneuver. Middle section of the map.
And that's going to stop these retakers from being comfortable.
Swapping around the spike to see if they can really min-max this type of thing, but Talon, we're more than ready once more. garnetS pulling out the grenade, but it matters not. Sushiboys swings from the back. That is exactly what his team needed.
One bullet, though, will kill him, and he's worried about where Frozen is. There's only 10 seconds.
10 seconds. A kill on Sushiboys. It's what it needs to be happening now in the 1v1 against the Killjoy players. And a corner just was not cleared.
What's the game plan here? Just send Heat in with his ultimate?
It seems likely. There's going to be a stun, Nightfall as well. It's going to be accompanying it. Just clear out the side, but it does tag onto Crws. Silly just holds his ground, claims the 1 kill, eventually dealt with, but another repeat from Foxz. That is a little bit uncalled for, in my opinion. The comp that they're running, pretty strong at retakes, but clearly no idea of really trying to play for that one. And Heat with the showstopper was not expecting that to still be in his hands.
Sushiboys using his ultimate for the retake in the 2v4.
Yeah, this is very, very brave. And a swarm to push them back. Another lockdown is going to be used in response of that one. Sushiboys really needs to get a move on here. And it's going to be detained. Well, not quite. He's still available, ready with the weapon in his hands. And 5 in a round means that's going to be a nice little ace. Already quite good. What another angle as well. The crosshair placement, fantastic. Sushiboys, and this smoke just gives him a bit of coverage. Make sure he can weave in and out of it. Might need to be renewed sometime soon, though. It does fade away, and the players of MIBR have been grouping, but they matched pound for pound with at least the players who are holding on to the side. Paranoia rips across, a reset of the aim once more. Sushiboys just doing the absolute most on his half by round. And rifles be damned, Talon just returning with another thrifty, just back and forth. Feels like we're seeing only thrifties being played, honestly. These half-by rounds coming to fruition.
Yeah, the rifle rounds just not working for either team here. I'm disappointed with the way that MIBR played that one. The shot from Sushiboys to start things off, we didn't catch. No idea whether it was a bad fight or not, but murizz's angle didn't favor him. Yeah. And also the way that they got into the site, really badly spaced out. Yeah, it turns out that one was just nasty, the first kill onto Heat, but where's the second player? The trade's so late from RGL there.
A little bit out of sync, and you can see from the reaction of these Talon players to this.
Or now he can just have a great post-plant position.
A little bit mistimed with that one as the spike was planted towards B. Showstopper into the back. garnetS doesn't claim anything off of that one. A bit of a Rosa moment, but this is already looking a little bit odd because murizzz holding close. No one to clear that angle. And still doubled up with the teammates. Rifles, will they make the difference? Crws has got the most to do once more, spraying them down. A swing, what is that?
But Heat is still behind. This player, this nuisance that was stuck behind them from the beginning.
And he's just buying time. One satchel. He has the stinger. Can push them off the spike if they tap it. That's a bit of a shallow angle to be taken. Crws has managed to work his way in. Has already got half on the defuse. Needs to be covered. Needs to be watched. 1 kill. Getting off it in just a moment, but enough time being bought.
Does MIBR have a plan to break this? Yes, they do. It's got way more health than it used to. But let's see it.
Lineup. This thing's definitely been orchestrated. Aftershock as well. Node over the top, is it going to be enough damage? It is indeed. Well prepared, and now a showstopper on top of it just to see if they can just squeeze anything else out of this one. Nate going forwards, Heat still just holding within this smoke. They know he's there, but a spam, and they do find it in the end. garnetS making sure that he contains this approach just from the backside. Just trying to shut it down, but time is running awfully, awfully low. RgLMeister with the most to do. Having to defuse a spray down. No
but
time.
Did they have time anyway? I'm not even sure. Yeah, the smoke.
Yeah.
The smoke, though, right there from Crws, blocking these players off. They know it's going to be some form of C-split.
Incredibly obvious, and now the ultimate as well just really does confirm it. Sushiboys under threat. Util really being dumped hard into the back of the side, at least a plat. You can see the nade on top of this one. MIBR lining up. They were fully blind. It's up to JitboyS to see what he can do. But a lovely anti-flash position matters not. Foxz coming in from the flank. Both the players just making sure they got each other's back. This one giving up the B site almost entirely. There might be a faster play to try and approach, but Spike's going to go down without too many problems. Now it's up to MIBR. What can they get value-wise? Crws with the look. And timing. It is absolutely everything. Are they going to pass each other really like ships in the night?
Absurd. Instead of going for the garage reflank or fighting for a connector, they slip Crws into A.
And Heat spotted one player, the nade just rebounding a little bit shallow there. JitboyS going for the swing and just claimed the one kill before eventually going down to a bit of the util, but the corner not cleared, and garnetS claims another one for his team. One after another. Down to Frozen. He's got the frenzy, has to try and reset, but the re-swing is there once more. He's taking contact. And now, Trailblazer to lead them in, lets them break that turret. Less tools to really think about. Crws, what sort of play are you going for? That's a paranoia, and he slipped his way into the B site while this hit comes through. Talon just not clearing the log section, and Frozen got absolutely huge. 3 in a round, anchoring it for his team, but eventually cleaned up.
And now things get scary here. If you pardon the pun, because Crws on the smokes for Talon is in such a great position again.
What?
Oh, the Prowler saw him, but he reacted too slowly.
He knows where he is, but look at that coordination, no hesitancy.
And it's
Talon.
Crws.
It's instantaneous.
Oh my God, Crws is putting on a masterclass. Oh, and I've seen this one before. Heat pushing up into A lobby, taking the space off the back of the horn. It's absurd, but he loves it.
I mean, it's just absurd, isn't it? Guy's not even playing a role where he can really just try and counteract this garnetS just hitting the nastiest snap I've ever seen.
The ball has been fumbled in Garage. Absolute fumbling. It looked like a great setup and the two players were vulnerable, but that could be a death blow.
That's a brutal one to lose, isn't it? Any sort of player advantage. Sushiboys watching for it with JJ's edge just falling. Back of the site, murizzz bides his time. The patience is good there to claim that one kill. But the trouble is Heat's got this operator. I mean, the guy's just not set up for any sort of retake. murizzz is on an island right now playing by himself with the one-way smoke setup. Still want to play this one. Does he realize that there's an opportunity presented for him? Aftershock, there you go, one kill found. Doesn't know where the remaining players are. One flanking him and no time, no angles given. And he just saving the operator while all that was going on.
My opinion. Normally you don't want to take disadvantageous fights, but you also don't expect Heat to be missing those kind of shots.
This guy is normally such a consistent operator player. Now the showstopper online, that's a direct hit! garnetS just ripping a pathway right into the site, and it's vacuum right up. Talon taking map number 1.
Silence in the crowd completely there. What a performance. What a play.
Talon MIBR, and the desk set it up. This is Talon's map pick. Already leading the series, and wow, what a beginning! Just as we were talking about it, garnetS just setting us off on a great path. I mean, these 2 kills that he's claimed, the Spike is out of position now on top of it, and you're gonna have to be relying on Frozen with this late lurk down drop to try and bail them out.
garnetS is just straight up diffing the MIBR players.
He's playing without a care in the world.
The Spike is in such a treacherous position currently. And it's not like FRZ can do too much about it either. He really does need to be creating some pressure because I mean, there's 3 players just staring at the Spike.
See Sushiboys playing that anti-flash position with JCC still alive. One flash available, a deep smoke to see if they can reclaim this one. Stun. The fault line buys him a bit of space. Okay.
Wow.
Exchange of the spike here before Foxz. Oh, the call's been made, and well, just about misses the shot there.
It looked like it was good. I could have sworn that Fox's crosshair was on the head.
Yeah, looks like he should have been good for it, but...
And all of this, all of the stuff that FRZ was doing earlier in the round now might pay dividends. It wasn't necessarily to help the rest of his team, but he's in a position now where he's got a nasty backstab spot potentially.
Staying alive, but a fight has already been taken, and now he needs to get a move on because the weapons are not doing the job.
Oh, he's way too late.
And it is completely not planted for him. Right round the corner. And all Talon have to do is hold it with a double face. Two will fall, but ultimately the round will go their way. Times we've seen a player just end up falling. Potentially that purpose, and murizzz just waiting a little bit too wide there into that angle. garnetS, no fear at all to take the fight with only the Bulldog. Not much backup in play, and he just has to cower in the corner here.
I liked the game plan from MIBR at the beginning of this round, but the spike is still in such a dodgy spot. And these two players, FRZ and RgL, are miles away from the action. Sure, they've got the A spike, but what are you gonna, the A site, but what are you gonna do with it without the spike? I mean, it's such a mess.
Dropping like flies. Heat with the lurk through, 20 seconds remaining.
But on the other side of things, Talon are reading all of these situations and picking up every opportunity.
Neon Wall is going to split this site up, including that utility. After shock into the corner, Heat is going to open it up for them, but...
This is so weird again.
Not out of drop yet, it's uncoordinated! JCC just dropped onto the head of Crws, and okay, eventually they worked their way in, but it took a bit of effort. It was very awkward. No time wasted from garnetS, drops down the fast lane, the wall's in play. Location going to be revealed in this one, but no one aiming to try and spam those corners, yet still the round will go their way, and eventually, finally, there we go. You're going to see a flash over the top, you can see a deep smoke, you're going to see the stun as well. Look at that, it has found one of its targets, counter stun with a fault line, ripped across, and well, fully stunned up, still claims the kill. garnetS, this guy just blessed apparently.
And he's still just so confident to challenge.
Yep.
garnetS has no fear, playing so loose, so aggressive, crazy confidence.
But an instant pivot, no hesitation with this one as the no commanders let rip. murizzz waits his way across the side. There's really no one else to try and help him clear this one out. They don't quite have a full clearance. A bit of a play there with the flash into the spawn to see if they could claim a kill or two, but...
Despite being 4v5, MIBR have got a good chance of winning this post plan. Orbital strike.
Is online for this, so they are going to be able to get rid of that lockdown and the flash angle while Foxz just a little bit too open to that one. JCC, what a play to make and what a time to do it. garnetS, popped off. He's fully stunned up, fully flashed up, blind. B up and around the corner, and the team are definitely backing him up now. Still, it's up to Frozen, holding the angle, weaving in and out, making it a difficult task indeed, but the spray down. JitboyS finds it, time running low. Util in his hands. The kill not found, but the stun is there. Slows it down, claims the kill, but not enough time in the round.
No one's looking.
Lower section of arcade. Anybody watching this one? It's Heat, can't claim the kill. A double swing, perfect timing from on high. JCC just wide out in the open, has to dodge the flash, but the swing was good. Reset of the aim.
And this round just demonstrating fundamental lack of understanding, I think, from MIBR of how to contain a player like garnetS.
Smokes drop fast lane as well. There we are pushing through, and it is going to be an attempt of it, at least that pincer. He has been taken care of. Dropped immediately. Still MIBR will be claiming this site. The Rolling Thunder is going to be used without too much backing this up. It's only to try and clear through into halls so that RgL Master can take that space once more. The flash play, it's dodged to the side. Quick reactions from him to be able to stay alive and stay active.
It's a great kill by RgL, and I think it changes the tide of this fight. Sushiboys with an operator does not want to get involved in this retake particularly, unless Foxz finds something, and he can't.
Yeah, slightly off when it comes to the crosshair placement of that re-clear, and now Sushiboys, not the weapon to retake, as you were saying. That's a good first kill with garnetS falling. Grand scheme of things there for them.
25 seconds.
They need to react off of this, man. I mean, listen, they don't have a lot of time to work with.
Foxy still has the KO nade.
They're only just working their way into the site. There's going to be 15 seconds left. The spam coming through. When is the spike going to start to get planted?
Oh, he got suppressed.
Yeah, moves backwards, just goes and plays within the safety here. Tucks into the pocket, so they will eventually get it. But there we go. It's a common enough angle. And spam through the smoke will do it. Now to lockdown.
Orbital strike to answer.
So RgL Meister will have something for this one. There it is. Answered in kind. Murray's taking a fight. Rather inopportune time, and that's TxoziN. Late lurking, finding his target. Two players just trying to make the most of it now as Talon, again, working their way forward. It's a flash to try and potentially reclear this. There was util out in his hand to tap on the spike. The reclear off to the side. Enough for them. The 5th round finally claimed in this half here for MIBR, and it is playing around this one to a degree. That plant location is a little bit out in the open, and this reflank by MIBR has already found some decent value. Crws, though, holding close to the corner. It's going to be cleared. Enough damage done. The heat falls relatively easily, and it's going to be that double swing dealt with.
Very well played by Crws. FRC looking to re-clear the reflank. And MIBR are coming back into this, 3v2.
Yeah, there's a lot of tempo. The back end of this one, being able to take control of this site, but they need to start to get the fuse online. I believe the post-plant utility being played here. Crws did have that. Molly, Sushiboys found. And it's out in the open, but a miracle is going to be needed. A bit of spam, but he just doesn't know the angle in time, and a flash will finish it off, won't it? Enough for them to win out that pistol round, and MIBR one step closer to clawing it up to a bit more of an even scoreline. Oh, a bit of extra money and offset it, and well, double swing through, but MIBR come up with the much better outcome.
Yeah, and garnetS slow to punish the Halls player. So, whereas we saw the same exec from MIBR, they were able to take Halls control. I mean, garnetS is in Halls right now, but he always has to be worried about JZZ.
They have retaken that control, as you said. Now, the players out in the open. Knife close, stun. Foxz really nowhere to really play towards, just trying to hug the close wall to make sure he survives, but he doesn't dodge the flash in time, and that is well executed. Taking control of Sand. There are players waiting for them. Let's see what MIBR can really do about this one. The answer is quite a bit. Doubled up, playing inside the smoke. The weaker guns, it matters not. Flash around the side. It is a nice dodge from Sushiboys, and he's still alive in the action. Orbital strike right on top of their heads. TxoziN will be dealt with. They back away. They bide their time for a little bit longer. Talon not too willing to jump into the fray. Not when there's so many unknowns on that side.
This was a 3v5 though, and Talon found a couple of kills without having to strain or stretch themselves. On Haven, so many of these 3v3, 2v2 scenarios went the way of Talon. They just got players into strange positions. Here, deciding to cut noise, makes the defenders spread out, and now JZZ has got to step up. He's been good for it so far, and he is again!
That's beautiful. The guy's coming alive, truly. Not going to be able to use too many abilities, but still locking down this angle, and he's bought precious time for the rest of his team to come in. It's just a contact play from the Talon guys, seeing what they can get done. What a swing by Foxz. And the stun, it's a little bit late, but the spray down, and he doesn't really just back him up, making sure that there's safety in numbers. And it truly does feel like MIBR are running away with this one. This is where you see that tempo increased. Inside the fast lane, Sushiboys just holding to one side of it just in case, but they have not cleared tower yet. Wow. And what is that?
Just spam? I think maybe a trap onto garnetS.
Whatever it might be, definitely got the job done, and that movement is just far too clean. The bait and switch, Crws just cannot find a clean target. Despite the spike being down, what more can be awarded for them? Sushiboys doesn't lose his nerve in a moment. He does claim the easy kill for them, but they need a bit more than that, and that might just be enough. Now up top into tower, flash play, spray down, but TxoziN does again get that trade. And now there's a lockdown.
It's not a great position though.
Does push them away from the spike though. They won't be able to stick this. Time has been bought. There is a crossfire now. JZZ needs to win this fight now, locking it down. He was weak though. Half onto the defuse. Sushiboys waiting, and it's a full stick! But not enough done. Talon win it with the Red Bull clutch, and they silence the crowd. This refight in Halls is going to be so important now. The Rolling Thunder cuts across, and that is going to be the one kill found. Foxz out of position now. It's up to his team to find it. What is that? I mean, JitboyS is pulling out an absolute miracle with that one. The old 1-2 punch. And listen, the ultimate pushes them away from the spike. The round is claimed, but honestly just felt like divine intervention in that moment.
That is dangerous when garnetS is just zipping his way into you.
Stun, I think, should connect with him. Yeah, you can see him lined up, slowed for about a moment. A glide to the side, another stun down at his feet. That's an orbital strike being used aggressively. They saw players onto the site. They wanted to take the fight to them, but an absolute miracle. The spray down, JZZ. What more can you do? He's already claimed 3 down, but dropped to the knees.
Can they deny the res? Here comes Heat.
Trying to go for this one yet. This is attempted to deny. It needs to be a big one. A flash over the side. It is well supported. The doors open wide, and MIBR, they stay alive.
It's another
one chance to stay alive in this tournament. It's a kill trip. Frozen's rewarded. I know that garnetS has been playing towards sand in that moment. It comes off really nicely. Still the trade. MIBR still in this for but a moment longer. Heat with the wrap around the flank. Finding his target still. You can't overheat in this moment though. MIBR, they had an advantage, but it's slipping away from them.
The crowd thought that was it. They thought we were headed to OT, and now suddenly tension descending
It's
upon the place.
An instant dampener. The spike's going to be planted. There's nothing to offset this one, and the Rolling Thunder is in the hands of JitboyS.
The breach battle all comes down to this, doesn't it? They've both been so good all map. Does JitboyS find the timing?
One kill to really get his own ult online. It's going to be the stun working its way across. Rolling Thunder to push back that one avenue. Heat. It does connect. Time running low. A flash to push them back once more. The fragment nade. All the utility being used to just delay an MIBR. It's a heartbreaker. Planning around the corner. The time running so low. It needs everything, and it will not happen. Talon, they upset the hometown team, and they take it in 2 maps.
What a performance from the Pacific team. They're known for upsets. And you can see it all just landing on Crws there. The realization that they are through into the next round, facing off against EG. MIBR sent home.